What's up, everybody? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with the review for the Real Housewives of Atlanta episode number 5. Can you believe we already at 5? Anyway, let's get to it, y'all. Okay, you guys, Phaedra's feeling pretty bad about the whole ridiculous incident last week. That, you know, the whole fiasco at Candy's 35th birthday party. So she comes to Candy's store and you know, is coming with a peace offering, which is a cake, and just telling her she's sorry about the, you know, the whole thing and her mom being upset. You know, they sitting around and they talking and drinking wine and eating cake and everything, and they get to talking about the whole ridiculous, and you know, ridiculous is able to you know, blow himself. And so Candy asked Phaedra, would she ever, if she was able to do so, would she ever you know, put her own face in her own place? And Phaedra said that she probably would never leave home. And I was like, you old nasty heifer. You gonna put your own face in your own place. That is some nasty shit. Half the time I don't even feel like fooling around my own damn coochie. If a woman don't have a problem putting her own face in her own place, and she ain't got no problem putting her own face in somebody else's place. All right, Phaedra, let me find out about you. And why would you want to put your own face down there anyway? That's nasty. Like, what's wrong with a finger? We ain't doing this no more. Candy goes over to her mother's house because she just wants to talk to her about the situation was ridiculous. And you know, when she gets there, Joyce is opens the door for her. You know, Joyce still got that look, like her face like this, and Candy goes in there and just like, you know, Mom, I was really surprised the way you acted. And you know, Joyce was just like, listen, that stripper was inappropriate, which it was. Phaedra didn't have any respect for me, which she didn't. That she doesn't want it to look like Candy and you know, Joyce party together, because they don't, and it did. That Candy needs to remember that Joyce is her mother, because she is. And you know, Candy, I feel sorry for Candy. Y'all know how Candy get when she get to crying. Her voice get that old broke up and be like, I just wanted us to be able to get out together because you know you like my homegirl. Oh, Candy, I felt how she felt. You know, we make that mistake. I mean, she'll be fine, but yeah, poor Candy. Alright, you guys, Sheree is out playing soccer with the kids. You know, it's family day. And all of a sudden, here come her ex-husband, Bob. Immediately, his presence gives you like this off-putting kind of like, ugh. And not because it's cockeyed. He just looked like he smelled like unwiped ass. You know, like fart. Anyway, they get to sit down and they get to talking about the child support. Evidently, Bob hasn't paid child support in 4 years. You know, remember when the show first came on? They was just starting their divorce proceedings. And I know that Sheree got a lump sum. Sheree did get some sort of lump sum after the divorce. So I guess Bob just is under the assumption that that money that he gave her back then is going to be the money that take care of the kids. His view is that when he has the kids, he'll pay for them and take care of them. When she has the kids, she'll pay for them and take care of them. And I was just like, excuse me? You think that you ain't supposed to take care of these damn kids, even though half of them is yours. You helped make them, but you don't think that you're supposed to... Why are you worried about what money I got? Like, that's my money, okay? I take my money that I have and I pay for the kids, okay? My part. You are responsible for your part of these damn kids. He gonna tell her, oh, well, you all right, you got it. You got that, you be walking around with $10,000 bags and all that. No, brother, man. You know what? Stay out of my pocket. You don't know where that purse came from. Okay, that could be a gift as far as you concerned. And it still ain't got nothing to do with the fact that these damn kids got stuff that they need to do and that you need to pay your part. He just like, I ain't got it. You know, he just says that, and it's just sad. Like, some sorry fathers and sorry excuses for a man really do believe that they are not supposed to pay for their kids, even if their ex-wife or their baby mama has the money. It's just unreal to me. I was so frustrated with him. He said he don't have the money, and I'm thinking like, nigga, go get a job. You know, if we ain't our fault you got forced to retire. Did y'all know he was forced to retire from the NFL? He was forced to retire because his eye, it was making him tackle all his own teammates. You know, the discussion goes bad really fast. Like I said, he's just like a smug, cocky asshole who just really is just like, oh, well, I ain't paying it and you gonna pay it because you got the money and the kids need stuff. So I already ain't even gonna worry about it. That's kind of his position. Sheree gets frustrated and she's just like, well, what are we talking about? You know, she get up and she take her bottle and she channel all her inner Jennifer. And she throw the water on his face. And I was like, wait a minute now, Sheree, hold on now. Don't go there. That big old nigga throw some water at you, might break your nose or something. She goes and she talks to Phaedra. And I really, really did admire. I like Phaedra in her when she is in her element, which is when she is really as a lawyer. I could just appreciate Phaedra. And Phaedra was just like, listen, you up here was waiting. How long you been waiting for Brother Man to pay? And, you know, Sheree was like, he hasn't paid in the 4 years. And she was like, and you really think that he's still going to pay something? No, what we need to do is we need to get a case going. I can go file it. We can have him sitting up in somebody's jail within a week. And Sheree, you know, I felt sorry for Sheree. You don't want to see your ex-husband. You don't want to see your kid's father put in jail. But at the same time, you know, he is really not trying to help. So Sheree is kind of feeling like, I'm not really sure. You know, he don't have the money. And Phaedra was like, listen, damn it. You let somebody know that they ass fixing to go to jail. And you best believe they can come up with the money. And that is the truth. All right, Cynthia is hosting a fashion show, and let's just say that public speaking is not for everybody because Cynthia is a mess. I mean, she can't get her words right. She can't get the name of the designers right. And granted, the fashion show was bullshit. I mean, I don't know if it was for costumes or if it was really for something that, I mean, it's this whole avant-garde whatever. But, you know, it was a mess. She invites everybody to the fashion show, and after the fashion show, they have like a little cocktail party. And side note, ain't Lawrence serving it up this season, y'all? Listen, now I have been very last season I was so tired of watching Derek J and even Lawrence being dressed up like a woman, because I was just like, I mean, you know, Derek J especially does not look like a woman. He doesn't pass for a woman. He doesn't have any women like tendencies. And no offense to any of my gay watchers, any of my transgender watchers or viewers or whatever, I just think that if you're going to be trying to dress like a woman and you a man, you need to still look like, I need it to look like a man who is working the hell out of dressing like a woman. And that's exactly what Lawrence is doing. Derek J, he looks like Rosie Greer's youngest boy to me. Lawrence is he was giving me 1970s disco fabulosity on that episode the other day. I mean, he had his earrings, he had his sparkling shirt. The shit just comes together. Anyways, back to the fashion show party. So everybody is there, of course, minus NeNe. I don't know what her thing was, but she wasn't there. And Phaedra had invited one of her friends, which was Marlo. Marlo is a socialite here in Atlanta. And Marlo is dating I believe he plays for the Atlanta Falcons. And his name is Charles. And Charles is the Triceratops that NeNe used to mess with back in the day. Y'all used to watch Land of the Lost. He was Triceratops number 5 back in the background. Like Sheree said, Charles is the one that NeNe, remember when NeNe had her swan song with Greg and she was like, I never ever did you dirty. Okay, well, Charles is the one that she was doing some dirt with, and you can look at the two of them and say they was really mustering up some dirt. But more on them in a second. Cynthia, Mel, and her mother go to Cynthia's new modeling agency, and they're just looking at the place, and it's all nice and good and pretty. And you know, they sitting around talking about Cynthia and Peter, and Mel still has a problem with Cynthia and her decisions that she's made in her marriage. And I was thinking to myself, like, now Mel, why are you this worried about it? And you need to really just mind your own damn business at this point. What Mel need to do is go tend to that fine ass husband that she got. Y'all saw him last week. Did y'all see him? Oh, he know he fine. He looked like he was younger than Mel. Mel, take your ass back to France and tend to your man. Shit, somebody been snatched him up out there. Ooh, je suis chaud. That's a little bit of my French for my France watchers, all my European watchers out there. Hey, Franco Chemo, that's one of my viewers in France. Hey, boo. But yeah, Mel, girl, stop it. Stop it. You just way too involved, you know. And Cynthia and Mel get to arguing about it again. And the mom gets on there and she said, nah, y'all know y'all need to stop because y'all been sisters way too long. And I was like, mama, they've been sisters all their life. Poor thing, that mama was nervous. I was thinking, like, we need to get Cynthia and Mel's mama together with Miss Joyce and Miss Evelyn. I bet you she'd be all right next year. She'd be out there slapping the piss out of people and at the strip club with Cynthia and everything. Later on, y'all, NeNe comes to Peter's bar spot because she's gonna be hosting this party. He's having like a sneak preview because they want to get all the movers and shakers in Atlanta to come out and know about this new happening place that Peter's putting out. And evidently, NeNe is a big celebrity. Did y'all know that? Shocked the hell out of me too. The damn place is still undone. Its wires hanging, and you know, it's this. The furniture ain't there and look like it still need to be painted. Ain't no window treatments on and everything, but Peter's, you know, confident that everything's gonna come together. When NeNe leaves and Peter and Cynthia sit down to talk, she asks him, is he sure that he's gonna have the money to get everything going? And he's just like, nah, babe, I got it, don't worry about it. And his reason is that he knows that she gonna tell her sister and her mom and that they're gonna speak. And I was just like, okay, so Peter, no, the reason that you don't want to take your wife's money, this is what the reason should be. It should be because you squandered off her money before, and that you are a real man, and that you take care of your own business, and you dig yourself out of your own problems when it keeps on happening over and over and over again. Your reason for not taking money from your wife should not be because she talks to her family. It's the big night of the opening and everybody comes. Even Marlo and the prehistoric creature that she's engaged to. Peter got folks there and they still setting shit up. I hate going to parties when they ain't got the place together yet. It's just like, excuse me, can you put that couch down so I can sit on it, please? And they get it together and everything's cozy. It actually looks like it's a nice place. I don't know what area it's in, but it's obviously in a place where they're trying to get some gentrification going on because it ain't really it definitely ain't in Buckhead. Everybody's sitting around and, you know, NeNe's not there. NeNe hasn't showed up, and remember, she is the co-host for this big opening. She is the celebrity draw. Everybody's asking where she is. You know, Marlo and Charles is sitting around too. And, you know, you can tell everybody kind of want to gossip about the fact that Marlo and Charles are there. And Cynthia finally admits that she told NeNe that Charles was going to be there, which is cool. I mean, you know, you don't want to be blindsided when you come to a party and your ex is there, especially when this new woman look better than you do. So, you know, you got to break out the extra. You got to be extra fly when you know the ex is there with the new hoe. Everybody kind of tiptoeing around the Charles and NeNe thing, and they kind of gossiping and saying little things about it, and then they finally just come out and ask them, just like Marlo ain't there, and it didn't look like it bothered Marlo anymore. She was kind of sitting back with a little smirk on her face, and he was just like, yeah, me and NeNe hooked up, but you know, she was too into herself and it was not gonna work, so I just kind of left her alone. Ooh, NeNe and that man, can you imagine the fuck session that them two had? Okay, y'all know that's too much. I ain't supposed to want to know what people's sex is like. That ain't right, but ooh. Peter's going on and on about the surprise he wanted NeNe to help him with, and NeNe of course is not there, so he goes on ahead with it. Turns out that it's this great big picture of like a Dreamgirls type afro shot of Cynthia, and it was nice. It was cool. You know, I didn't understand why it was such a big deal, but yeah, I mean, that's your wife, right? Why wouldn't you have a picture of your wife who's a model on your... Okay, anyway. And after all of this is said and done, here come NeNe. Now, NeNe is on the same late freight that Peter and Cynthia was on when they went to Kim's baby shower. She come walking, strolling in. Like, hello, hello. I was just like waiting for somebody to cuss her the hell out. And, Peter and Cynthia are just glad she's there. It don't matter that she done fucked up the soft opening and ain't got there until 10 minutes before it's over. No, that don't matter. She comes in and all is forgiven. And y'all, I'm just telling you. I'm telling you right now, I'm waiting for the sex tape with Peter, Cynthia, and NeNe to hit the web. I'm just waiting for it to come. Okay, you guys, so that's it. Real fast, one of my viewers on Facebook let me know that all my writings was taken off of the discussions tab in my like page. Now, not that any of y'all might not have even read it, but anyway, because they did that, I took all of my writings off my personal Facebook page, and I am going to put them on a blog spot. So I started a blog spot today, and a lot of the writings that was on there, I'm going to just load up onto my blog spot, and I'm going to place right here the name of my blog spot, and it's going to be itsrox.blogspot.com. And you guys go on there and follow me over there, and I'm going to start putting my writings on there because I'm almost out of school and I can get back to writing now. You guys, I love to write, and I've written a couple of books. They haven't been published. They are sitting under my bed, but one day y'all gonna know me one way or the other. So yeah, you guys go on and visit my blog spot. I got that up and running, and of course I have my other my other YouTube channel, which is on Foxy Roxy. This channel is for It's Rocks, and I am It's Rocks. And that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and